Did you know the average person uses the same 400 words in conversation over and over every day? With 1 million words in the English language, you'd think we could do better than that. I say, why use the same old worn-out words when there are so many better ones you might not even know are out there? Hi, I'm Carolyn Davidson with another adventure in Words You Never Heard.
It's words you never heard.
Do you always carry an umbrella wherever you go? I believe there are really two types of people in this world. Those who carry umbrellas and those who don't. My husband always carries an umbrella and I never do. I'm not really afraid of a little rain. Did you know there's a word for the fear of rain? Ambrophobia. Most raindrops are either round or donut-shaped, not teardropped. Did you know lightning bolts are only about 2 inches wide? Studies show that men are hit by lightning 6 times as often as women, probably after promising to call after a date. Roy Sullivan, a Virginia park ranger, has been struck by lightning 7 different times and lived to tell about it. He was struck on his head through his hat, had his hair set on fire, his eyebrows burned off, his shoes knocked off, had electricity go through both his legs, and been knocked 10 feet out of his car. The final lightning bolt hit him while he was fishing, and he was hospitalized for chest and stomach burns. What's the word for the fear of thunder and lightning? Astrophobia. And another name for a thunderstorm is a cockeye bob. Believe it or not, while Roy Sullivan managed to recover from 7 lightning strikes, he later died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound from unrequited love. I always thought the reason lightning doesn't strike in the same place twice is the same place isn't there anymore. Lightning isn't the only dangerous object coming out of the sky. Did you hear about the metallic rock that slammed through the roof of a house in New Jersey not long ago? Turns out it was a meteorite. Yes, the small oblong rock weighing 13 ounces crashed into a home 50 miles south of New York City and embedded itself into a wall. Thousands of years ago, a meteor the size of a house crashed into the Arizona desert. The hole it left in the ground was the size of 20 football fields. The largest meteorite still existing on Earth is named Hobo West in southwest Africa. It's 9 by 9 feet and weighs a surprising 66 tons. That one must have made a folly thespian when it hit. That means an incredible racket. Most meteorites are believed to originate from the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Although no humans have ever been killed by a meteorite, some predict it will happen. What do you call a person who predicts environmental catastrophe? An ecodoomist. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area where every spring we seem to get pummeled with hailstones. The Guinness Book of World Records states the largest known hailstone produced by a thunderstorm in U.S. history was over 7 inches in diameter. That's almost the size of a soccer ball. The famous hailstone was found in central Nebraska after a storm in June 2003 and was quickly snuffed up for the record. But if I think the hail is bad here in Texas, I guess it's better than living in Jericho, Kenya, where they average 130 days of hailstorms each year. The Aussies call hailstones drift ice, glazed frost, pancake ice, and frost flowers. I wonder how they measured hail before the invention of the golf ball. At least snow isn't likely to kill you if it falls on your head, yet some people really hate it. Why do you think Florida was invented? What is the fear of snow called? Keanophobia. Which state would you guess had the most snow in one snowfall ever recorded in the U.S.? Mount Shasta, California in February 1959. 189 inches of snow fell that day. That's almost 16 feet. Would you believe the largest snowflake ever recorded was 15 inches in diameter and 8 inches thick and fell in Montana in 1887? What do the Eskimos call drifting snow? Pigserpog. And matla is an Eskimo word for snow that gets in your mouth. On average, Salt Lake City gets more snow than Fairbanks, Alaska. I used to live in Alaska and it was so cold the tires stuck to the road. I had a baby there when it was 60 degrees below zero. He was the only baby that went home in a car. The others went home by dog sled. In Germany, frogs were once kept as pets because they croaked more loudly when the barometric pressure fell, signaling bad weather was coming. Apparently, those frog owners didn't have batrachophobia, which is the fear of frogs. People seem to be so fascinated with weather that cable television created a station dedicated to reporting the weather 24 hours a day. We had something like that when I grew up. We called it a window. I'm Carolyn Davidson, and thanks for listening.
It's words you never heard.
For a list of all these words you never heard, hit wordsyouneverheard.com, where I'll be posting new podcasts. And listen for my Words You Never Heard feature on radio stations across the USA.